Some events are so unlikely to happen that if we see one, we wouldn't believe our eyes. Lucky for us, some of these moments were caught on camera. Let's go. Do you know what talent is? Talent is a skill that you possess naturally. We don't know if it's talent or luck, but just look at this guy. And this is what talent multiplied by years of training can lead to. And now let's talk about madness. Madness is not the repetition of the same thing according to Far Cry's commandments. Madness is what happens in this video. As we have already understood, madness and insanity are not always equivalent to something bad. For example, the reaction speed of this baseball player with a clear conscience can be called insane. And continuing the theme of almost inhumane reflexes and reactions, just look at how quickly this soldier reacted.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
If in the previous video we saw reflexes sharpened by years of training, then everything is different here. Look at this lucky guy. Actually, it is thanks to simple luck that the internet is filled with epic videos like the ones we're watching. This guy's plan definitely didn't go as planned, but he got lucky and now we see him epically going into the sunset. We don't know how to describe what's happening in this video, luck or skill, but it seems like someone will go home from work for lunch earlier today.
Watch this.
By the way, about lunch, if you're eating right now, enjoy your meal. And for fish lovers, we have a special life hack. Although it's not a fact that you'll be as lucky. And again, just insane reaction. At this rate, I'll believe in superheroes. And what about this? Have you heard that cats have 9 lives? I don't know who this guy was in his past life, but I have a modest assumption. Reflexes, reactions, luck. What haven't we discussed today? The guy you see apparently has self-preservation instinct working in full, but what amuses me is how sad he drags his battered bike. Don't worry, buddy. Thanks to your luck today, you'll definitely have time to buy a new one. And here we see a very fortunate coincidence. The plane takes off behind the advertising billboard at the exact moment when it goes beyond the boundaries of the image. And now we will show you what it would be like if all people had such crazy reflexes like those guys we saw today. Maybe if even a housewife had them, humanity would never have known about kitchen disasters. And going back to the topic of talents, how about this level of driving? Just look how grandiosely he landed back on all 4. As we have already mentioned, talent plus developed skill is a nuclear mixture. And what this guy is doing just blows my mind. By the way, often unreal talented people realize themselves in the field of sports. Do you want to see how this guy threw the ball into the hoop behind his back blindfolded? I don't know if this guy's a stuntman or just crazy, but I definitely wouldn't go for that. This is definitely a level of luck, foolishness, and courage that is beyond imagination. Okay, let's enjoy another sports video where hitting the ball into the hoop can be compared to 1 in a million. And now, here's a small compilation of videos with guys who definitely have the reaction of a mongoose. Just look how cool the coach backed up his student. And this guy was definitely a ninja in his past life. He threw the hoodie so precisely that he stopped the second guy from closing the door, and in the end managed, not without some difficulties of course, to get home. Speaking of home, write if you had any crazy situations on the way home. For example, this couple was just walking peacefully down the street towards their home, when suddenly a car almost hit them at full speed, but they managed to avoid it thanks to the guy's unreal reaction speed. Reflexes, reflexes, and again reflexes, but this time not human ones. How do you like this doggo? And here we see a direct example of innate pattern reflexes. When falling off a scooter, the man managed to save not only his own life, but also the life of his daughter. I'm sure on that day he definitely became a personal superhero for her. The guys from the latest videos prove that you don't have to be Batman to become a superhero. Also a father, also save children, also thanks to a crazy reaction. Enjoy! And a bit more baseball. I have no idea how they catch balls at insane speeds, but damn, they do it. The Mongoose reaction in all its glory again. Speaking of reaction speed, do you drive a car? In driving, as it seems to me, reaction speed is more important than any other skill, and this video is an example of that. And a bit more of Dad's superheroes. Enjoy. After all, the most exciting thing in sports is to see what magic human reflexes are capable of. Basketball, baseball, fights, it doesn't matter what exactly we're talking about. For example, take a look at this. Well, here's just another guy who was born lucky and who definitely has 9 lives. I can't explain how he managed to orient himself and climb out of the car window before it turned into minced meat. How about these real-life superheroes? He himself seems to have no idea what he just did. By the way, about super strength, have you ever caught a mosquito with one hand and felt like a damn Superman? I don't know who this guy is, but he did it several times more epic. There's nothing to say here, just inhumane reaction. Just the guy miraculously avoiding trouble, and it's unclear what helped him more, luck or reflexes. And finally, a couple more sports videos about reflexes, luck, and other stuff we've talked about today. Take a look. Have you ever been to a sports match? Have you ever had to catch a baseball with one hand while feeding your child from a bottle with the other? No? Then this guy has nothing to talk to you about.
Nice. Holds the bottle, no spillage, baby in perfect bliss, and a souvenir.